In this video, I'm going to show you how to make these really easy, really fun Popsicle Stick Father's Day gifts. They're a lot of fun. You can make them by yourself. You can make them with your kids. Did you have a fun time making these, Stormy? Yeah, that's great. All that coming up. Hey guys, it's David here from David's DIY Reviews. On this channel we do tool reviews, product reviews, tool how-to videos, and little DIY builds just like this. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for a lot more really great content. Now let's get into it. So this first one, these neat little popsicle stick pallets. These are kind of cool. They're going to be 4 inches by 4 inches. It uses 16 popsicle sticks. And I'm going to have all of the instructions and dimensions in the description below. And these are kind of neat. I mean, you can use them like a coaster. You can sit your mug on it. You could sit like a plant on that. Just use it decoratively on a coffee table. They're actually kind of neat when you build them really nicely. And here's how you do it. So for these popsicle stick pallets, you're going to need 17 popsicle sticks. And they look nicer if you cut the ends flat. And an easy way to do that is just to grab a pair of pliers that have cutters, scissors, side cutters, even a saw or a sharp knife. And you can just cut the ends off flat like this. And it's going to make it look a lot nicer. So maybe cut yourself about 20, something like that, in case you make a mistake, and you're good to start. So your first step is going to be making your runners for the pallet. You're going to need 3 runners. And to do that, I'm just going to grab my glue gun here. I'm using a glue gun. You can use wood glue if you wanted, but that's going to be a lot more time consuming. And I'm just going to quickly glue up my 3 runners to go inside of the pallet. So now that you've got your 3 runners, you're going to want to put your bottom sticks on. So you can just get your runners kind of lined up nice and square or close to square. Put a little bit of hot glue in your center and your ends here of this piece. And just carefully place that on top. Another way you can do that is place 2 of your runners on the table and put some glue in the corners there. And then place your outside runners on the top like this. So now that you've got your 3 bottom crossers on, now you want to put your top crossers. And 7 looks good. So you can just do the ends, the center, and then 2 between each end and center. And that's going to be an easy way to get them lined up. So once you've got 3 more on the top, you can go ahead and just place your other 2 between each, one at a time with your hot glue. And then you can easily get them all lined up nice and square. And it's going to look really neat, really perfect. It's going to look great. So we'll just get our final top crosser on there. And then you're pretty much done this pallet. And it's really quick, it's really simple. You can use this for a coaster. You can sit something on it, just use it decoratively, sit a plant on it. These are really cool, I really like these. So like I said, some instructions for this will be in the description below. And this is a really good one to build with the kids. It's definitely on the easy side, it's fun. It actually functions when you're done. And another really neat one are just these popsicle stick coasters. It's kind of like a simple version of the pallet. It's going to be 4x4 as well. Uses 15 popsicle sticks. It's a little easier of a build. Also functions really well. And I'll have the instructions and dimensions also in the description below. And here's how you make this one. For these little coasters, just like the pallet, they're going to look a lot better if you cut the ends off. So you can go ahead and just, like I said before, cut them off with scissors, side cutters, whatever works for you. And it's going to look a lot better that way. So the first step is going to be making your 3 little runners on the bottom, which, like the pallet, is also just 2 popsicle sticks glued together. So you're going to want to make 3 of those. So the next step will be putting 3 crossers on the bottom like this. And the easiest way to do that is going to be just get your outside ones lined up and go ahead and glue your 2 outside, or end ones I should say, outside or end, either one makes sense. And then after that, after you get your front one, then you can just line up the center one and it's going to be nice and even. And once again, try to keep it as square as you can. It's going to look a little better, but it's not the end of the world if it's not square. So then we'll just go ahead and fill the 2 gaps in. And really, you can fill it totally in, so there's no spaces at all. or you can just evenly do it however you want it to look. And there you go, you've got a nice little coaster. You can sit your cups on there, sit a plant on there, do whatever you want. It's a nice little easy build. So like I said, some instructions and dimensions will be in the description below for this one. And this next one is a really neat one. It's these kind of popsicle stick phone holders. It's a little more difficult of a build, but they work really well. I mean, you could use it, you could put a picture on it. You know, they're a little bit tougher of a build, but if you follow the steps, it's pretty easy. They're not too bad. And also, if you're looking for more of like a woodworking DIY product or a project that you could do for Father's Day or really anytime, check out this video on the YouTube card above. It's 4 really easy woodworking projects that would be, you know, for a beginner, intermediate woodworker. You could make them for a gift, you could make them for yourself. They're really neat, check it out. And anyway, here's how to make the popsicle stick phone holder. So for this little phone holder, you're going to need 9 popsicle sticks. And the first thing you want to do is make the sides. And to do that, you're going to have 2 kind of like this, and then the brace piece on the back. So you just want to glue up 2 sides that look like this. So you have a little bit that sticks out that the phone will sit on, and then the part that's going to touch the ground, and then it's going to kind of lean back like that onto the ground. So now you've got your little side here. And what you want to do for the other side is to actually kind of layer it opposite the way that you did the first one. So if you have your brace on the outside of the first one, then you're going to want to do the opposite for the other side so that it looks the same on both sides. So we'll go ahead and glue up this second one, like I said, opposite of what we did on the first one. And that can be a little tricky. And you know, if at any point in time you make a mistake, you can easily pull these apart and you just do it again. So it's nice if you just lay the first one beside the other one you're doing, and you can kind of just do the opposite of what you did the first time, and hopefully it works out. So there you go. We've got this one with the brace on the inside and the upright on the outside, and this one just the opposite. So the next step is going to be putting on the plate that your cell phone is going to sit on, and that part can be a little tricky. What I would do probably is just put some glue on here, and then just place your popsicle stick on there and just hold it until it's totally dry, and then you'll be able to it'll hold itself up while you glue on the other side, basically. So now we'll go ahead and glue that to the other side, and after that it's going to stand up by itself and it's going to be a little easier to work on. This is probably kind of the trickiest part of it. So glue that on, hold it, try to get it as square as you can so that the back is also going to be, even with the front. And once you've got it like that, now you've got something that stands. And then we can go ahead and, if you want, you can place another one here for your phone to sit. And then we're just going to put one on the top here for support, and then probably one across the back like this for support. And then after that, you're going to be done. So we'll go ahead and glue that up. So once you've got all 3 pieces on, it's going to look something like this. And your phone will just sit right on the front. If it feels a little weak or, like it might break, you can easily just grab your glue gun and, add a bit of glue inside, and that's going to strengthen it up. So admittedly, this little phone holder, it's a bit of a challenge. It's a tough one. I actually made a little bit of a mistake building this one. And leave it in the comments below if you noticed the mistake I made. And if you struggle with this one, try it again. Check out the instructions I have in the description. They're going to help you along. But a nice, really easy, quick one to do with the kids for a gift for Father's Day or anytime really is just this little box. It's super simple. It's 5 layers high. You can throw your keys in it, throw your pens in it, whatever you want to do with it, put it on the counter. It's a nice one. It's easy. It's simple. And here's how you go about it. So for this little box, you're going to need 31 popsicle sticks. I just leave the ends round. You can cut them straight if you want. And kind of the gist of it is you're just going to keep building around in a square, gluing your corners like this, kind of like, like a log cabin. And you're just going to keep layering it. And you're going to go 5 popsicle sticks per side, and that's going to give you about 1 inch in height. So then you're just going to build it up, and then we'll put the bottom on. And as you're building it up, try to keep it as square as you can. We're not building a piano here by any means, but the square and truer it is, the better it's going to look, and the better the bottom is going to go on. So now that you've got each side built up with 5 popsicle sticks high, we're going to go ahead and put 8 across the bottom, 8 popsicle sticks, and that's going to make the bottom nice and solid, nice and firm, and it's going to look really good. And a good way to get them evenly spaced is you just start with your center, and then, let me pick this up already. Yeah, start with your center, and then go ahead and then just center between those. And after that, you just fill in the 2 gaps that are going to be between that. So you'd have that center, you center this one, and then you just put 1 between each. So we'll just glue our last base bottom piece on here. And then you're about done this. You got yourself a nice little box. You know, you can throw your keys in there, whatever you want to do with it. It's pretty cool. So this box, it's 29 popsicle sticks. I actually forgot to mention that phone holder is 10 popsicle sticks. So I mean, you get a little package of 100 popsicle sticks. You could attempt, or you know, not attempt, but go ahead and actually try to complete all 4 of these builds. You got lots of popsicle sticks to spare. They're easy. They're lots of fun with the kids. I mean, I actually built this box with my daughter, and she did most of it herself. She's 4 years old. It was super fun. She's gonna give it to me for Father's Day. I'm gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You know, what can I say? They're a lot of fun. And don't forget to check out my channel, David's DIY Reviews. I've got a lot of great little builds like this, tool how-to videos, tool reviews, a lot of good resources for getting into DIY, getting into woodworking, building your skills. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of these great little builds, you know, these seasonal, year-round builds I do. They're a lot of fun with the family, fun with the kids. You're gonna love it. See you in the next video. Let's go.